Bill Goldberg is one of the most iconic figures in professional wrestling history. His meteoric rise in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, made him a household name, and his undefeated streak remains one of the most talked-about achievements in wrestling lore. However, Goldberg recently made a claim that doesn't quite line up with the facts of wrestling history. He suggested that he was WCW Champion during the company's peak in television ratings, a statement that is, simply put, inaccurate. When discussing the so-called Monday Night Wars, it's important to separate myth from reality. The late 1990s saw WCW dominate WWE, then WWF, in Nielsen ratings on multiple occasions. Shows like WCW Monday Nitro regularly outperformed WWF Monday Night Raw, creating the perception that WCW had clearly won the battle for supremacy. While Goldberg's rise coincided with WCW's booming popularity, it's crucial to note the timeline. WCW's peak in ratings occurred in 1996 and 1997, a period dominated by stars like Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Randy Savage, and Sting. Goldberg didn't debut until 1997, and his first title run came later, in 1998. Goldberg's first WCW World Heavyweight Championship win came on July 6, 1998, when he defeated Hulk Hogan in a match that shocked the wrestling world. By this time, WCW's ratings dominance was already starting to wane. Monday Nitro was still competitive, but WWF had begun to rebound with stars like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and Mankind leading the Attitude Era. The period during which Goldberg held the title was marked more by nostalgia and continued interest in WCW than by a clear supremacy over WWE in ratings. It's easy to see why Goldberg might conflate his personal success with the overall success of WCW. After all, his undefeated streak of 173-0 was a huge draw, and his matches were must-see events for fans. Goldberg became the face of the company practically overnight, and he symbolized WCW's attempt to inject fresh energy into the roster. Yet, the truth is that his championship reign occurred when WCW was already losing its tight grip on the television audience. By late 1998 and into 1999, Raw had gained a consistent edge over Nitro, partly due to stronger storytelling, character development, and the momentum of WWE's Attitude Era. History shows that WCW's ratings peak was not tied to any single wrestler, but rather to a combination of established stars, compelling storylines, and the novelty of a viable competitor to WWF. Goldberg's role, while monumental, came slightly after this peak. He contributed to WCW's continued relevance, but he cannot claim to have been the champion at the height of the ratings war. This distinction matters because it helps fans understand the larger context of wrestling history and the dynamics of the Monday Night Wars. In conclusion, Goldberg's contributions to professional wrestling are undeniable. He remains one of the most popular and dominant figures of his era, and his streak is legendary. However, it's important to set the record straight. Goldberg was not the WCW World Heavyweight Champion when the company was beating WWE in ratings. His rise came just after WCW's peak, a period when WWE was beginning its comeback and setting the stage for the Attitude Era's dominance. Recognizing this timeline doesn't diminish Goldberg's legacy, it simply provides a more accurate view of wrestling history.